Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle? What about Billy? Is she here too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billy just in time.
No one told me anything about an attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose, trust me. Why don't you come downstairs to meet the other trainees? Refer to the map you found at the facility. Billy Adams you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your assignment, Alex.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Oh, God!
What happened?
Mike and I, we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's wrong.
I'm sure SSC will be sending help any minute now.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally. It's about time you woke up. Come on in. We've got to talk about what's been going on around here. I take it you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator code. It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do, and maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
I'm sure you've already made a good first impression on Dr. Nassif.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly thrilled to catch me rifling through her office.
You've always been good at making friends.
There were an awful lot of strange files in Nassif's office. All this stuff about test subjects and observation. I can't imagine what that has to do with Tarsus. You should see if you have more luck poking around.
I'll let you know if I learn
Please
anything.
remain in the main complex.
Have you met anyone else here besides Nassif?
Yeah, I've met 2 of the other trainees. I wasn't impressed. Just like our first day at Chicago Tarsus years ago. There's never any decent competition.
That bad?
Trust me, you and I must be the best Tarsus has to offer right now.
Attention
Nassif owes us an
trainees.
explanation
Self-study will
for
last only
everything.
until the top of the hour. Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Hi, this is Clara. Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation will be under control shortly.
What do you mean, no comment? I saw a man die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have mine. Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more. Why don't you let me help out?
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way? Nothing to see here. Move along.
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry, this won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one, just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe down here.
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan. Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Clara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
You'll be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. I don't have time to debrief every one of the trainees.
Hello there, you must be Alex. I'm Clara Sparks.
Hi. What's going on? It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always growing. We hear it all the time. Hey, you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago? The whole city. Was your family from there?
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. If I can do anything to make you feel more at home, let me know.
I'm not kidding about an attack. I saw a guard die in an explosion.
Really? I haven't heard any shooting. Are you sure it wasn't an accident?
No, but the man who interrupted Dr. Nassif mentioned a code yellow emergency. Does this sort of thing happen a lot?
Ask Dr. Nassif. I'm just a trainee. They moved me here a couple weeks ago.
After the attack on Chicago, aren't you a little nervous? Why so many transfers?
Actually, Leo and I requested to be sent here because this is where you finish training and get briefed on your first assignment. Isn't it exciting? I wonder what company I'll be working for.
So you've been here 2 weeks. Any advice?
Just do your best, and I'm sure you'll get a good rating. We have drills in the morning, exercise and self-study in the afternoons. Oh, and you'll be getting a suite of biomods. They give you the infusions during the first week.
Sounds as though you like it here.
Oh, sure. In the evening, we're usually free to move about the city. This building is at the edge of Upper Seattle. You'll be amazed at what a nice enclave the WTO has built.
Yeah?
Actually, I feel a little guilty when I think about all the people still living in post-collapse shanties. My family's from Lower Seattle.
Billy and I are from Old Chicago. We had sector passes to go to the Tarsus School in the new Chicago enclave. I guess all of that's gone now. Billy and I, we always planned to send money home once we got assigned.
Take care of yourself, Alex. You've been through a lot.
So, they let the Chicago transfers out of their cages. You're looking at Leo Jankowski. You train here now, so I guess you can call me Leo.
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a code yellow emergency? A security guard has been murdered.
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Right, Jankowski. It's great to finally meet you.
Well, don't be intimidated by my ranking. I make a point of treating every team member as an equal.
Thanks.
Tough break about Chicago. I think everyone will understand if you want to take it easy these first few days.
I appreciate that. Listen, I'm serious. You didn't hear the explosions? I saw a guard killed right in front of me on the apartment level.
Probably staged. A test for the new transfers. They rewrote the exercises because of my performance. If there was trouble, they'd notify me immediately.
The guard was dead, I'm sure of it.
Better look again. They did the same thing to me during summer recon. I got a perfect score because I kept my cool.
Sounds like you're in this for the adventure.
Why'd you sign up? Money?
My foster parents enrolled me at a Tarsus middle school. I never thought about it much.
An orphan? You were pretty pampered for an orphan. Why not be a banker or something?
I grew up in Old Chicago, not some cozy enclave. My parents made it clear I was gonna have to make it on my own. When I got picked for the Covert Ops program, I figured what the hell.
What the hell? What kind of assignment do you expect with that attitude?
A risky one, with a big salary.
Let me finish my run.
Facility is under attack. Alex, please get the med kit and the multi-tools from your equipment locker next to the basketball court. Just a precaution.
Dr.
I'm
Nassif,
transmitting the
please
swap
report
PID to your data vault right now. More details when they become available. Terrorists seem to belong to the Order. Religious fanatics. Their exact objective is unclear. All trainees will evacuate the facility immediately. Use the elevator in my office.
We've got trouble. I spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
Not if you're careful. Just stick to the shadows, crouch, and move slowly. You'll come through just fine.
Any more pointers?
Sure. Want to keep a low profile? Manage the line of sight situation. Hide behind things. Watch where the enemy's head is facing. And listen. I'm always surprised how much these amateur commandos give away by talking to themselves during a fight.
Okay, I'll get out without being seen.
Good luck. I'll hold fire as long as I can.
Evacuate immediately.
You got my attention now.
Show yourself! Lucky shot!
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately.
Billy, what are you doing? We all got the same orders. Get out of the facility to Nassif's office.
Forget that. How do you know they won't just cut us loose, given all this trouble at their facilities? Grab what you can now. Get your biomods installed. Tarsus owes us that much. I got mine, and they're worth the trouble.
How? The facility's being locked down and evacuated.
Go back to your apartment. You'll be able to get to the biomod lab through a breach the Order made in the residential area.
Wait, do you know what's going on?
The Order contacted me in Chicago and told me how to uncover Tarsus's treachery. We're not trainees, we're test subjects. Finding out I've been used like that, I don't feel so bad about disobeying orders.
But where does the Order fit into all of this? I thought they were a world church, not private investigators. I need to know more before I start making decisions.
The Order believes in natural balance, and they see Tarsus's operations as a violation of that. It's impossible to live a balanced life if your actions are secretly manipulated by a lab with its own agenda. Now you have a chance to see the real Tarsus. Explore the facility, starting with your apartment.
Warning, autonomous security systems have been compromised. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not...
If you want to avoid confrontations in the hall, you can crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier. It connects Clara's and Leo's apartments. Enter the apartment on your immediate left to get to it.
Never thought I'd see people die. There's a seeker down there. I guess I gotta take him down.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cover me when I charge him? I mean, I can handle it by myself. It's just that in training, we always had backup.
You stay here. I'll take care of it.
Right. What was I thinking?
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
You will each be interviewed individually in the near future to determine your interests and how they position you within the company. Please keep in mind how important security has become. We are looking for assurances that moving you into these new positions is the right thing at this time. No one has yet claimed responsibility for the attack on Chicago. We don't know with any certainty whether it was an accident, an ideological strike against the WTO enclave there, or something else. Fortunately, we were able to evacuate the trainees there. They will be joining us at this location and you will be meeting them shortly. We appreciate your patience during this stressful period.
Order be praised. May Her Holiness
That
watch
got
over
my
and
attention
guide you.
now.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Yoo-hoo! They let me carry a gun, you know. York, thanks a million. No telling what he was gonna do next.
Now watch the ceiling while I cut the power.
Securing the building on foot. We have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our
Just the sound barrier. She can see it.
What do you think she'll do?
Which one is it?
D03.
Didn't get a chance to look at the file.
Maybe we should leave.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
We are
Let's
here
hope
to
she has a
rescue
sense of
you from
humor.
an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it won't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed populations of nanites into subregions of your body. You will need to configure each subpopulation for a specific skill. For instance, the actin drivers in your legs can either increase your speed or quiet your footsteps, not both.
It's a little late for a seminar on my biomod architecture.
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our trainees.
The people attacking Tarsus, are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. There They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations would like to see us fail. That's perhaps all I should say for now.
Why should I trust someone who spies on me in my own apartment?
We keep our operation secret for a reason, Alex. Don't expect a full debriefing while you're still in danger of being captured. Now install your biomods and get out of there. Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard Piezochem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code, 3445.
The terrorists reprogrammed our security, and that turret up there means business. So we're trapped because the order's out there, taking down scientists.
There's gotta be some way to outsmart a camera.
If you can sneak past the camera or take it out with EMP, you'll be fine. As soon as that camera catches sight of a target, the turret opens fire.
Sounds easy enough. Do you want to follow me through?
I'm not willing to take that risk, but you guys are trained for that sort of thing. I'm just supposed to be quietly observing students and taking notes from behind the glass. Hopefully backup will show up soon and rescue me, but you don't have that luxury. You cannot let yourself be captured.
Okay, have it your way.
Trust me, Tarsus has a strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities after the biomod infusion procedure.
You must be the captain who goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking. We won't hand our research over to fanatics, not without a fight.
Something's happening. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay and fight?
If our enemies capture this facility, they'll learn how you were made. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could handle the intruders before they reach my companion and me.
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago, too?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
Deal will be blessed with a quick...
We have reprogrammed our security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Well done, Alex D. I just read in your file that of all the trainees, Dr. Nassif picks you as the most likely to support our objectives. She appears to have been right.
When do I find out what this program is all about?
When we have you safe inside another Tarsus facility, we can no longer protect ourselves in North America.
So the research is happening all over the world?
First, let's get you out of here. I can't offer you much, but I was just repairing this silencer for Leo. Maybe you could make use of it.
Thanks.
That should fit most firearms. Good luck. Be careful of our turrets and alarms. The terrorists have reprogrammed them.
You program the biomods?
Our corporate sponsors do most of the junior-level applications work. My contribution, minor as it may be, was to the chromatin synthesis module in the core architecture.
What sponsor? The company I'm supposed to go to work for?
I think you'd better get out of here before one of these fanatics puts a red hood on your head. Admirable display of force. You were trained well. The Order reprogrammed our security system. We're stuck here unless we can get past the beam trigger.
What's it do? Trip an alarm?
Are you kidding? This is a top-secret lab. Those are gold beams. They're set up to flatline a person in about a quarter second.
Is there another way out?
I guess this room might have a ceiling vent or something, but that won't do me any good. I'm claustrophobic. If you've got a multi-tool, you might try hacking the control panel next to the beams, or disable it with an EMP weapon, or something else that might work. Just blow the whole thing up with a grenade. It's red beams that trip alarms, and green ones that trigger gas bombs. Colored light is...
Thanks.
You must be wondering if there's a connection between this attack and Chicago. I don't think so.
Everything's going black. It'll take more than that. We're on to you now. I feel dizzy. It'll take more than that. I don't know how.
Security around here is falling apart.
Repairing wounds. Finished repairing damage. System damage manageable. Continuing. Mechanical vulnerability high.
With you. Go. You're free.
Who are you?
I'm Lim Min-chen, High Algar to Her Holiness. We can't protect you in Upper Seattle. You will have to come to our church, then we can talk more.
Protect me from who?
Dr. Nassif, she will try to recapture you.
No one forced me into the covert ops program.
That's because you never tried to leave. Believe me, you would have been killed the second you let down those scientists. The ones posted around your bedroom back there.
The only killers I've seen so far are your order troopers.
I apologize. My overzealous captain disobeyed orders. He was instructed to mount a rescue.
You can't control your own people?
The church suffers from certain internal disputes. I can explain more later. Hurry, Alex. You'll find us in the old Hartford turbine factory in Lower Seattle.
Ma'am, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
Are you sure you've got the right person?
I just spot faces. They didn't tell me what you did.
I'm sure Chief Morgan knows what she's doing.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Tell it to the Chief.
Yeah, tell it to the Chief.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack down the block.
Could be. Live here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the Order goes after the Inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Heron's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful, though. He's always loafing around at home, since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the Inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the legacy we inherited from J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton, the solitary criminal mind that precipitated the Great Collapse and showed us just how fragile the old system was. But how, you ask? Just a rumor, you say? No. My investigators have uncovered proof underground at Area 51 that he was not working for the United Nations, and in fact that there never was a global terror network. He acted alone. Even the recent Chicago disaster pales in comparison to his crimes. Trust the WTO's cautious policies. They protect civilization from madness itself.
Trying to brainwash more mercenaries? How do you mean? I'm talking about the attack on Tarsus. Is that what you do when people won't listen to your sermons? You murder them?
Brother Lamar spoke to me when he entered the Enclave. He and his seekers are sworn followers of Her Holiness. They would raise their hands in battle only if provoked.
You could be telling the truth, who knows? Tell me more about your faith.
I used to live here and believe everything Dumier said until I realized that enclaves do the real brainwashing, convincing people it's a free market where everyone can succeed if they work hard enough, when in fact it's all controlled to keep the wealth in the hands of a select few. I'm trying to wake them up.
Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming. You've always felt something was missing.
Welcome to Club Vox. We've got the latest NG Resonance Sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
What's so great about this club anyway?
Besides the usual offerings, we've got the latest NG Sim on the second floor. The owner usually hangs out up there where he can watch everything. If you need more privacy than the ground floor can offer, you might ask him about the VIP club. The stairs are on the right just after you enter.
Thanks.
Welcome to Club Vox.
Here you go.
Have fun.
Not interested, honey.
Say that again?
Leave. You're blowing my cover.
What cover? Lonely Drunk?
I've got a score to settle with the Minister of Culture over there at the bar. He stole my design for the sculpture in the Galleria. So now I'm broke, my WTO dues are up, and I might get deported to Lower Seattle.
He's right over there. Just tap him on the shoulder and ask him to step outside.
It's a complicated situation. I have the key to the back stairwell of his penthouse, but I don't stand a chance against the automated security unless I get him to let me in himself.
How do you plan to do that?
It doesn't involve chatting with young women.
I'll leave you to your scheming.
Do you mind?
That guy over there at the table said he admires your work as Minister of Culture.
Like hell he does. He thinks I'm an old buffoon with no taste. They all do. It's the nature of youth and ambition.
That's not what he told me.
No skin off my nose, though. They still have to kiss my boots, and I plan to make them do it, too.
Excuse me, that's a violation of the WTO charter.
Got fired. Again. Time to start drinking.
Acting like a freak.
Everything satisfactory, miss? I am the owner.
Just taking a look around.
Pardon the intrusion, but you look modified, am I right? My cousin used to run a clinic.
Why do you want to know?
Just a small security matter. I've had trouble finding reliable protection. You see, one of my VIP club members is being framed by a lawyer living in the Emerald Suites.
What's the lawyer say the club member did?
The charges are pure fabrications. It doesn't matter. The lawyer is one Kevin O'Rourke. He lives in Suite 2226. To be blunt, I want him dead.
You're asking me to murder an Enclave citizen.
Tell his bodyguard that you're handling the SMG shipment for an arms smuggler named David Kurzak. That'll get you inside the apartment. Do this, and I will pay you a handsome reward, plus a VIP membership. Repeat anything I just said, however, and you will join Mr. O'Rourke in a long trip to Lower Seattle from the Space Needle Overlook. Thank you for choosing Club Vox.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I'm Bud Puckett. Remember me?
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
You must know everybody in the club.
Let's talk about you.
Tell me about Bud Puckett.
I like Bud. He's one of my biggest fans.
Lots of bouncers in here. Are they really necessary?
Every society has rules.
But armed guards in a nightclub?
No business can prosper without protection against crime. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
Know anything about the WTO guards at the bar?
The defense of commercial districts has been the key to economic recovery since the collapse.
I guess you're not a disciple of the Order.
I love nature as much as Her Holiness, but nature builds and creates. Perhaps the Order is sincere, but they have a public relations battle to win. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
What about the VIP area? What goes on back there?
WTO security would like to know the same thing. They lack evidence for a search warrant.
You know an awful lot about police business.
Like you said, I talk to everyone. If you learn what goes on there, please inform me. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I'm Bud Puckett. Remember me?
The chances of you finding a bug in a globally distributed AI construct are 10 billion to 1. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I like your music.
I think you're lying.
Hey, I'm a fan. You're not supposed to argue with me.
I'm supposed to make you like me. You like it when I argue. Do tell me if you learn anything about the VIP area.
You see them, kiddies? They're everywhere, and they're crowded. I think they're waiting for something. Sometimes they talk to me. The kiddies tell me to do things. To myself. They're all frothy and swirly.
This is WTO Security Chief Donna Morgan. You were told to report to the air terminal. Very well, but do me a favor. We just found some financial data that the Enclave Civic Manager is interested in. I'm sure that he would be happy to give you a citizen's bonus if you reported it to him at the WTO air terminal.
What's an Omar doing in the heart of Upper Seattle?
Without an Omar presence in WTO enclaves, the black market cannot operate internationally. Shall we conduct business?
Sure.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You may purchase now or earn a discount by providing a service to the Omar.
Go on.
This service will be a theft. In the basement of this establishment, the manager has hidden a cadaver, an unusual mutant he wishes to sell to a biotech firm. We are interested in the properties of the mutant's tissues, which are highly resistant to radiation and extreme temperature.
You want me to steal a carcass from a nightclub?
A tissue scan, please. The biological properties could be used to improve Omar adaptability. Or would you prefer to make a purchase now?
What are you selling?
I have a ballistic silencer, appropriate for any caliber barrel. Also, a black market biomod canister, enables non-piezo chem functionality. I also have an SMG machine gun. As a regular customer, you must pay full price for each.
Maybe later.
Very well.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I checked out the VIP area. No big deal. Just a bunch of suits.
Thank you. The authorities will be informed.
Do I get a reward?
Rewards can be granted only for information related to a crime. The transgenic tissue scan you recovered from the basement is already producing improvements in Omar's survivability.
I'm glad I could help.
Omar adaptations will soon encompass every climate and biohazard on Earth, and many more environments that may exist elsewhere. You have earned preferred customer status, a 50% reduction in prices.
That's very generous. What's the Omar's objective? Space exploration? What was that thing in the basement?
The Omar are an application of anagenetic evolution to rapid environmental change. In solving the problem of survival on a planet disrupted by wars and self-replicating hazards, we have solved other problems. The specimen you examined was a similar attempt to solve these problems.
Who made it?
A failed corporation named VersaLife. The Omar have learned much from the VersaLife laboratories abandoned after the collapse. Shall we conduct business?
That's my only reward? A discount?
Very well. In addition, you will be given one black market biomod canister.
Thanks. Give me the biomod canister.
The Omar appreciate your business.
Yo! You must be a new tenant. I don't recognize you.
You must know all the ins and outs of this building.
Heck yeah. I've got the keys and codes for every door in this place. They all dismiss me as lower Seattle trash. But I see more than they would like. Someday it's going to pay off.
You watch these people in their homes?
No, that's going too far. I just poke around when they're not home. There's a master code for all the apartment doors. For the penthouse, though, you need the key to the back door since the elevator's out again. Since my salary is a joke, both are for sale, if you're interested.
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
Be advised, cleaner bots in operation.
Take your show somewhere else.
Just 1 minute.
Good work. You found Dr. Nassif's place. Now see what you can learn. You made it in. Now start searching her apartment. Maybe there's a data cube or something.
What's this all about?
I wanted you to see more evidence that the program is corrupt. We weren't their proteges, just their guinea pigs. That's why I joined the Order.
So you're serious? Leaving all your work at Tarsus behind so you can join this church? How do you know we can trust them? They attacked the apartments and put us in danger.
I've been talking with their High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. There was some miscommunication about the raid, but the main objectives were still accomplished. They showed us what was really going on behind the scenes and freed us. I'm grateful, and you should be too.
Grateful? Miscommunication? They were shooting at us.
We're not exactly sure what went wrong, but there are some radical cells within the Order that want to take more extreme measures. They certainly don't represent the Order as a whole.
We've been with the program since we were 13 years old. Why are you so quick to abandon that? What can the Order offer you?
They really want us to find true balance and order in our lives, which can only be possible when we're not being subjected to secret experiments.
Tarsus gave us a lot. Maybe we owe them a chance to explain.
Don't be naive. Search Nassif's apartment, then go to the Order headquarters in the old Hartford Turbine warehouse in Lower Seattle. It will all become clear to you.
I hear you.
That sounds like it's from Mark Finley, Seattle's Minister of Culture. Now why would he be talking to Nassif about hiding a shipment? Is Tarsus involved in some sort of smuggling operation?
State your name and business.
I'm handling the SMG shipment for David Kurzak.
Mr. O'Rourke is expecting you. Come right in. I will unlock the door. You're late. Mr. O'Rourke will want an explanation.
Where are my SMGs?
Your SMGs? Well,
Mr. Kurzak's delays are costing me money.
I believe he understands.
I'll bet that the shipment hasn't even left Germany.
Well,
Meanwhile, I owe Upper Seattle SSC 100 units.
SSC buys guns on the black market?
Of course they... Wait a minute, you don't work for Mr. Kurzek?
I represent your new supplier. Mr. Kurzek is dead.
What?
Dead. One of his rivals in Germany. You'll now be dealing with a Mr. Kirkpatrick. The SMG shipment will arrive next week.
Kirkpatrick? I've never...
He will contact you himself. I was instructed to say nothing more.
I don't understand. I thought Kurzek had Trier in his back pocket. I knew him on Wall Street before the collapse.
Mr. Kirkpatrick also requests a good faith payment to help the operation recover.
He wants more money? Where the hell are my weapons?
He's been hit pretty hard. Mr. Kurzek wasn't the only one who was killed.
I paid 60% up front. I'm practically financing his operation. And now this nickel and dime business?
I'm sorry, that's what he said.
God damn it. Here's your money. But tell your boss I need that shipment, and I need it now.
I should warn you that the manager of Club Vox hired me to kill you.
You going to do it?
I'm thinking it over.
Tell you what, I'll give you Mr. Levine's usual hitman bounty, plus 50% to go back to that facade of a nightclub and murder the VIP he's so keen on protecting.
Are you sure? I haven't done so well at killing you.
I'll take my chances. Upstairs at the club is an Omar trader. He, they, it, whatever you want to call the Omar cyborgs. They're trying to cut into my business here in the Enclave. Levine provides sanctuary for them and gets a percentage in return.
That's a generous proposal. I'll think about it.
It won't be easy to get into the VIP lounge. The elevator is key-coded. You'll have to be resourceful.
I noticed that you've been doing some work for the WTO chairman of New Cairo.
Politicians are a specialty of mine. Do me a favor, quit digging through my files.
Is he guilty? Why is he being accused?
Who are you, Brett Steed? You recording this for Talk Bullet? Attorney-client privilege, my friend. Get used to it.
The Omar spread like bacteria. Now they're infecting the WTO enclaves.
Aye.
Looks like people from Tarsus are mixed up in that transaction. I'd like to know why they're running equipment to make sticks, and why a weapon called the Magrail has been commissioned by the Knights Templar. Report to the air terminal. We have a lot to discuss.
Just checking up on my investment.
Hey, you, come here.
What for?
You live here? It's my first time topside. What's a good place to go shopping?
Easy, Red. Mr. P said to lay low.
You deaf? I said I want to get me a fly leather outfit like the one you're wearing.
Come on, man, back off. Why every time we do a job, you gotta skits and get us all fired?
P said stand here. I'm standing here, and now I want to go shopping. Only thing is I can't afford the Phoebesville markup. That's where you come in.
No problem. Just let me run to the ATM first.
Do I look stupid?
Just let her go, Red. Pick a fight up here, you're on your own, man. I got us this job and I plan to collect.
All right. You get one chance. But next time you're making a donation, I want to get my sick mama a present.